Hi guys, what's up? I'm Mary Kay Richardson. I help professionals and entrepreneurs to get past the things that are keeping them stuck, whether it's getting away from narcissists, getting out of those relationships, or maybe you're long done with their narcissistic relationship, but you keep attracting narcissists. I help you get unstuck, increase your confidence, and get rid of the self-doubt, the procrastination, and the anxiety. So let's jump into this video. This video, I'm going to talk about why do I keep attracting narcissists? That might be a question that you're thinking. Maybe you've already gotten out of the narcissistic relationship. You know all of the red flags, but for some reason it seems like the only people that you're a magnet for are narcissists. I'm going to tell you why in this video. Let's jump in. All right. First of all, if you have unhealed childhood trauma, if you're a professional and entrepreneur carrying around that unhealed childhood trauma, that may cause you to have a fear of abandonment. And that fear of abandonment can be a catalyst to attract narcissists. Because you don't want to lose them, you will try harder, do more, and give more until they deplete you so much you have literally nothing else to give. So having that fear of abandonment caused by unhealed childhood trauma can set you up to get in these narcissistic relationships where you realize too late that you're just drained all the time, and that it is not only are you not healing, but at the end of the day, there's nothing left for you, no energy. All right, so that's one reason why you might be attracting narcissists. The other reason is because you might be an empath. Empaths are people pleasers. We are easily able to tune into other people and get right to their soul and just understand them and just know, be kind and pleasing. And we know, that, hey, this person really seems to want to have more validation. So we will give that to them. And the narcissist, of course, can never have enough validation. They need an endless supply of validation from everybody. And of course, it will never be enough. But they're happy to take that from you and take your energy. They're like energy vampires. So as an empath, you give, and you try harder to please them. You are a mirror for what they most want. So as a people pleaser, an empath, you are giving and giving and giving. And of course, never occurs to the narcissist that they aren't giving back. They really don't care about giving back. The only way that they think they should give back is if someone brings it up, and then they'll only give back in order to get something. So they'll think, I'll give this person something, I'll pretend to be interested in them, but then I'm going to shift everything back to me as soon as I can so that they can get that supply back. So narcissists don't understand how to just give freely and not expect anything back. They only give with the expectation that you must give them something. So those are two valid reasons why you might be attracting narcissists. If you have childhood trauma that is not healed, if you know that you do, why don't you focus on healing the trauma first? Because as you get healed, you won't be interested in people who ignore you, people who do what narcissists do, which is always shift the attention back to them. So what you can do, work on your childhood trauma. It's a healing process. And why wouldn't you want to work on yourself anyway, right? Because it's not going to go away without healing. It's not. I know we all want to ignore it and we're trying to step around it. The only way up is through. So the second reason why you might be attracting narcissists is if you're an empath. What you can do to stop attracting narcissists, I'll add a couple things here. If you think you're in a relationship with a narcissist, or you think you are attracting narcissists, you need to test them by setting up boundaries. And these are your boundaries, and they are not negotiable. And if you constantly feel that you have to put up more boundaries, no, I don't want to go do that. No, I don't want to eat there. No, I don't want to go out. I am staying in tonight. Goodbye. And if they continue to push against your boundaries and keep calling you, texting you, why don't you want to go out? Come on, let's go here. And you want to stay home. They're constantly pushing against your boundaries. They're not respecting that, which is what they should do. And you're constantly having to defend your boundaries. Your boundaries are non-negotiable. So in the situation where you put up boundaries and you constantly feel like you have to explain them or negotiate why you want that, that's a narcissist constantly pushing, potentially a narcissist pushing against your boundaries to see when you'll give in, right? Because they want a steady stream of supply the easiest way possible, and that's what they look for. And if they don't get it from you, they'll go find it from someone else, which they should. Just let them go. All right, so that's one thing. If you're an empath, stop mirroring. Stop mirroring what you perceive the empath wants more, or what the narcissist wants more of. You know that narcissist wants to talk about themselves all the time. They want you to validate, wow, you must have really worked hard for your success. Wow, must have been hard putting yourself through school. When in fact, you put your own self through school. And the narcissist never wants to talk about that, never wants to talk about the things you went through. Here's how you test to make sure that you are, in fact, dating or seeing or attracting narcissists. Focus the attention on you and see how quickly they're not interested. It doesn't mean that you're not interesting. It means that they're a narcissist. They're going to go look for supply somewhere else, and they just did you a favor. So be grateful if they walk away. That's a huge step forward and potentially saved you years of heartache, right? So if anyone doesn't want to talk about you, and I'm not talking about you becoming the narcissist, I'm talking about, because if you're an empath, if you're not a narcissist, you're not going to want to talk about yourself all the time. But you need to test people to see if they're willing to talk about you. And if they are only willing to do it a little bit and then they start complaining about it, or they start shifting, then one thing the narcissists do, they'll always shift it back to them. Oh, yes, you probably, if you say that you put yourself through school as well, they'll say, yeah, I understand that must have been hard. So did I, and here's what I went through, right? So now the attention's back on them. And if you try to say, well, my situation's different, I had all these hardships and, I had to sacrifice a lot. I just, I would even say something like, it made me realize how much I don't want to spend time with a narcissist. And the narcissist will probably just sit there and look at you because they've been called that before, and they'll recognize that. So that's kind of a sly trick to kind of suggest that they are. And if they're overly defensive, I'm not a narcissist. Those who aren't narcissists, we don't care what you call us because we know that we're not. So anyway, I hope this helps you. Have a great day and focus on you and set your boundaries up. They are non-negotiable. They are up because that's what you want, and they should be respected. Always, not you reestablishing your boundaries every time you're around this person. All right, have a great day. Bye for right now. I'm Mary Kay Richardson. I help professionals and entrepreneurs to get past the things that are holding them back, whether it's unhealed childhood trauma, getting past that narcissistic feeling that you've carried with you from that relationship, where you're carrying all the toxicity from that narcissistic relationship. That's what I do, help you move forward. Bye for now.